Hello everyone, I'm Just One Life, and today I've got a Grixis Control list for you. So we start off the game by considering or duressing, and then we get into a Smoldering Egg or an Expressive Iteration. Then we get a Sedgemoor Witch into play, and we want to try and keep her into play while we play more of these instants and make some stalling pests and gain some life. Also, we can get in for some extra damage. And then our goal is to get Lear into play and recast everything all over again. So really, we're stalling and taking over the game and taking away everything from our opponents. I've even been able to outvalue an Izzet Kraken deck with this. It's a pretty powerful list, I think. Let's take it through some games and see how well we do. Alright, here we go. So we can duress on not turn 1. We'll play this tapped land on turn 1, so we have a blue or a black available for turn 2. Looks like mono white. They might have a duressable card, so let's just try and get that right now. Just one portable hole, and their hand is actually terrible. They kept a 4-lander. Alright, so we'll play this on... They're going to play Intrepid Adversary. And I think we just want to kill that. So we'll play a Spikefield Hazard on their adversary. Oh, Paladin class makes it more expensive to cast on their turn, so I actually couldn't cast it there. This cannot come in on red. Alright, we'll just Expressive Iteration. Hand. Bottom. Exile. So this will let us consider, but we can't do it on our opponent's turn, so we'll just consider right now. Smoldering Egg. We will draw a Smoldering Egg. That seems good for us. Yeah, they Spellbind or something. I imagine they make Divide by Zero cost 5. Well, 4. No, it's 5. They take our Soul Shatter. There weren't really many good options for them to take, honestly. So we'll put this in... Well... We have a lot of options here. I think we have to hold off on Expressive Iteration and on Sedgemoor Witch. Well, we don't have double red. I would like to have double red here. So we could Witch plus Hazard. That would be a good play. Yeah, I like it. Get this in on blue. Cast our Witch. Cast a Hazard on the Spellbinder. Make a Pest. And now the game is very difficult for our opponent. Sure, Luminarch. Can make an adversary big enough to attack through the Pest, but it still dies to our Witch if we block, and they don't attack. Alright, we drew another land. That's good. We could get the egg into play. We could just Soul Shatter. Let's play this on red. Get the egg into play. Really want to Divide by Zero, but I can't do it on their turn. Let's see if they want to block. They do not want to block. Alright. I think we'll just hold this Divide by Zero. I think we're okay. And we will chump the 5/3 here and block the 3/3. Perfect. Instead of taking any damage, we simply gain a life. Initiate can destroy artifact or enchantment. Fine, we don't really use those. So now we can Bloodchief's Thirst on 4. Let's start off with an iteration. Oh yeah, hand. And then we can get a land, or we can Fading Hope one of their creatures. Let's just grab a land. Want to make sure we're playing our lands on time. So now we can Bloodchief's Thirst, kill one of their creatures, or we can divide by 0. Let's Thirst. And with it, we're going to take out the Luminarch, since that's the thing that keeps growing their team. And we'll get in there for 3 more. Oh, wow. So they're going to give their entire team +2/+2. Okay. Well, we got pests, so no big deal. Pest. Pest. So, Soul Shatter and Divide by 0 can help keep us alive here. We have a Leer. Let's put this in on blue. We can't Leer plus Divide by 0. How do we do this? I think we just cast Leer? But it leaves us taking a lot of damage. I think we have to cast our Soul Shatter. And we can actually do it on their turn since we're not using the extra 2 mana for anything else. Let's do that. Okay, so I think we have to Divide by 0 that. And we can grab... Well, a Mascot Exhibition is something we can cast. Let's just do that. It puts a ton of blockers out there. Makes it a lot harder for our opponent, because if they want to get in with this 5/3 here, they have to attack into our Sedgemoor Witch, and we will absolutely block and kill it. They did. Alright, we throw a Pest there, kill there, and we can take 5. We'll go to 16. No big deal. Duress is dead here. So let's just Mascot Exhibition. Simple as that. 2 damage there. Put out a bunch of tokens, attack. Opponent's having a real bad day now. The Hopeful Initiate will have 5 toughness. And double strike. Which means they would kill this and then still take 5, or kill these and still take... No, they could kill these and take 4. So I'll just throw 1 blocker in front of him. No big deal. We'll Soul Shatter him away. Here you go. 1 Soul Shatter for you. Play this on black. And just for the extra 2 damage, we can deal 2 more. Well, we have officially Grixis controlled. Oh yeah, opponent is out. Hello, Leer. We have exactly 3 mana, so we can't divide by 0 on their turn. So we'll just divide it right now. And we'll learn another mascot exhibition. I mean, with access to all these cards and they have like nothing, it's clearly game over, right? Uh-huh. We'll consider 2 damage. It doesn't matter what we take. And game over. Well, there goes mono white. Grixis Control takes it down. Okay, this seems like a totally fine first cubable hand, as long as our opponent is playing non-creature spells. But we have to start off with this tapped land. And they are mono green. Let's see if we can snipe a chariot. Ooh. Actually, this is a tough choice. Do we Smoldering Egg first? Let's get this in on blue and Smoldering Egg. We can block the pack leader. Oh, they're playing red. They're not mono green. Okay. That changes things a little bit. Let's try to iteration. Those hand, bottom, exile, so we can cast a black spell. And we could just Bloodchief's Thirst here, or we could Duress. It's a tough choice. I think we're... Kessig is 2. Yeah, let's just get rid of Kessig right now. We don't want them to be able to ramp, get extra mana, cast a 4-cost spell on turn 3. So we've taken that option away from them, and then we can hopefully Duress away a Chariot or an Arlen Cord. And for how long it's taking them to make a land play, I think that we did make their choices much more difficult. Another egg. So we can Mountain Egg, double Duress. That's if Duress is good at all. I think I'm just going to get the tap land in so we can get Leer in earlier. So we can egg and then Duress. Do they have anything we can take? They have a Blizzard Brawl only. They'll be casting Tovolar on their next turn, and then Volatile Arsonist maybe the turn after. Which the Arsonist is a pretty nuts card. Okay, we drew another land. That's great. But I think we just get Leer into play. Since we know we can't take any of their cards away with Duress. Yeah, they get to turn it to nighttime. He has haste, so he will be attacking. And he deals 2 damage to 1 target. Creature and player. So 2 to me, 2 to one of my creatures. Makes blocking very difficult. Yeah, Leer's the right choice. So I put a 0/4 here and a 0/4 here. And they get to deal 9 damage and draw 2 cards. It's pretty bad. But we have a Bloodchief's Thirst and an Expressive Iteration. And another egg. So if we do this for 4 and kill the Arsonist, that leaves us with only 1 mana. We could play a land drop and then iteration and just give up on whatever we exile. Doesn't really feel great. Or we could hit a land drop off this. Let's try hit a land drop first off this. Second Leer. I guess we can use first Leer as a blocker. Bottom, this one, exile here. play it on blue. And then we will cast this Bloodchief's Thirst for 4. Kill. Flip. So, the reason that I wanted to play the Bloodchief's Thirst first was that we would get damage from our dragons, because we would flip at least one of them. They've got a lot of cards. Pretty worried about what they could do. Another Arsonist. Yikes. That's super bad. Yeah, so we're gonna lose Lear here. It's fine, we only have one castable spell in the graveyard anyway. Oh, they picked a dragon. Huh. So we can actually block here and here. And then our last block has to be here. We actually have to lose everything. They take us to 2 life and draw a card. That was a spooky position for sure. So the correct play is play a land and pass. Crazy, I know. But opponent might just attack into us. Oh no, that means game anyway. There is no correct play, we're just dead. Well played, opponent. It's over! Werewolves took us down. Yeah, this is a good keepable hand. We also brought the Nicol Bolas sleeves. Perfect for Grixis deck. Let's just duress them on turn 1. See what they got working over there, since they are a red deck. Uh-huh. Let's just take a windfall. I wish we had another one to take the other windfall. So black on turn 1 means that we can't Expressive Iteration on turn 3. We just play this on... Well, we have to get red in there somehow. Yeah, let's go blue here. And just pass the turn. So they got half a hand of unknown cards. Expressive Iteration, nice. It's a good play right here. I really want to draw another Duress to get rid of that other windfall. It's just such a good card. Hall enters tapped. Yikes. We want to get red in there. But unfortunately, we don't want to cast any of our spells this turn. So they can windfall. They get to do it. It's too late to draw the Duress. This Soul Shatter here is not so great in matchups where they don't have creatures. I mean, it's absolutely amazing when they do. Let's Expressive Iteration. If their counterspell's just a Juari, we have the one to pay. They windfall. Sure. Oh, wow. No lands? Oh, boy. Okay. So I only get one of these 3 cards. The card I want most is probably Divide by Zero. Let's take a Witch. And then we just don't get any of these. Since we're not doing anything else with our mana, we'll just play a Hall tapped. Alright, is it... What you got? Celestis? Sure. We got a Haunted Ridge. Let's get the Witch into play. They divide the Witch. That is one divided Witch. Wow, they're at this much mana, they search for elemental sciences? Huh. They could have cast a mascot exhibition here. Alright. Let's just try the Witch again. Now is when they're gonna divide by 0 it. Fading Hope. Let's make them pay 3 life. And sure. Not really anything we can do about that. We gotta draw some more interaction. Or we can just start getting in there with the Hall. Hall ends the game pretty quickly if they don't actually deal with it. And they just spent a Fading Hope. It doesn't get hit by Divide by 0. So there's actually only 3 cards in their deck that I'm aware of that can actually stop the attack of Hall. And there's Divide by 0. So we could Witch plus Memory Deluge? Sure, let's try that. Because even if they do put it in our hand here, we could fight it with a Divide by 0, or we could Memory Deluge, and either way... Okay, so we're going to... let it resolve. I know, crazy. But now we want to Fading Hope it. Do they have a spell to cast? They don't. Cool. Oh, we could have Soul Shattered it. I should have Soul Shattered it. Shatter its soul. Okay, they're just passing it back. Drop a land into play, and we've got tons of ammunition. Let's just get in there and see if they want to cast this Hullbreaker Horror again. They do. Let's just cast the Soul Shatter. See what they want to cast in response. It's probably going to be like a Divide by 0. Okay, is a Divide by 0. It's gonna bounce itself to hand. Huh. What do we want to do in response to that? I think then we Divide by 0 our Soul Shatter back to our hand. And we can get a Necrotic Fumes. Because we have pests to sacrifice to it. We only have 2 land available. This is all about fighting for the Hullbreaker Horror. Opponent, however, did spend the treasures, so they don't have treasures available to them anymore. So if they cast it, they only have 1 mana remaining. 2 mana remaining. Now this Field of Ruin can hose our Hall. Slate Teachings. Alright. Let's get in there with our pests. And then can we afford 3 for the witch? I think so. And we'll just end. Unexpected windfall. So they're going to get their 2 treasures back. So now if they cast the Hullbreaker Horror during their turn or our turn, they'll have extra lands or extra mana to cast another spell. Oh, a Demon Bolt, huh? We could Memory Deluge in response here to get the extra pest. And maybe we find Fading Hope to put it back in our hand. Okay, so we did find Fading Hope. Let's take Leer and Fading Hope. So we are fully tapped out. We made 2 extra pests and kept our Sedgemoor Witch alive. And I think keeping that on top is fine, because we will want to draw a land for next turn. We want to drop a land every single turn. We are a control deck, after all. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 left over. Okay. Kind of scared about what they could have now. So let's play our land on blue and see what they want to do about Soul Shatter. Do you have a counterspell? Maybe I should have played the Necrotic Fumes instead. They Windfall and they're gonna put Soul Shatter back in my hand? Okay, fine. Opponent knows I can just cast it again, right? So let's cast this one. This still leaves up enough mana and the right colors to cast a Soul Shatter, which is an instant. And opponent already knew about Necrotic Fumes, because it's a lesson. So they're going to return that. And in response, now I Soul Shatter. You have to have another 1 mana spell. They don't. Cool. We won the battle and we killed Hullbreaker Horror. Does that mean the game's over? Please just hopefully make it mean the game's over. Don't have another one. I mean, I have another Blood Chief's Thirst, but... Oh, you're killing that really preemptively. Alright. I'll just go grab a basic. That lets me consider. They gave me an extra spell to cast. No, we'll draw that. Egg, huh? So we're just gonna get Leer into play. Do you have an actual factual counterspell? Like a Sot coming? Thought I saw one really early. No, maybe not. Just to divide by 0. Okay. So they learn Mascot Exhibition. We can cast Smoldering Egg or Sedgemoor Witch. Let's cast Smoldering Egg. And we haven't played a land this turn, so we can follow it up with an Expressive Iteration. The Jawari it. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. You can Jawari it. That's it from us. Now they get to cast Mascot Exhibition. We can get rid of one of them with Bloodchief's Thirst. The 4/4, of course. But it will stall the game just a little longer. Ooh, a Cinderclasm. Get rid of our pests. Make us gain some life. I'm glad they played that before I actually cast Sedgemoor Witch again. Prismari Command. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Opponent, you got a Mascot Exhibition in there, don't you? You want to set that in the graveyard gently? They want to divide it. Alright, yeah. It's back in my hand. What you gonna learn? They discard it to hopefully draw a non... maybe it'll draw land. Yeah, okay. So, Lear. You're back. Alright, let's see if they drew anything good. They can loot one time off the Celestus. They're doing that. Now, we don't have enough mana to divide by 0. We can only Fading Hope or Consider. We can't even do both. It's either or. They cast their own Lear. And they have up 3 mana exactly, so they can stop my Fading Hope. Man, we both have access to so many cards. But I imagine they divide by 0 my Lear or Fading Hope my Lear. This is our only play. So we Fading Hope their Lear. They respond by either Fading Hope our Lear or divide by 0 our Fading Hope. Those are the only plays that make sense. They respond with Demon Bolt. Wow. That's extremely unfortunate. We have to Deluge. I just think all this stuff is too late now. I mean, we can take Divide and Lear, but yeah, it's pretty much all just too late. Lear costs 5. They can cast it twice. I mean, we take them out of mana entirely, so we can... Yeah, we have to do this. And we can learn a Mascot Exhibition, I suppose. Okay, so they're tapped out. Now we can Bloodchief's Thirst. They have no mana. So it is dead. And we can put our Lear back out. And we don't have many plays, so we're just going to duress them. Ooh. Well, we'll take away Expressive Iteration. They can put Lear back in our hand, but we don't want them digging 3 cards deeper for more answers. Oh, wow, opponent got so lucky. So we cast a kill spell. They Fading Hope our Leer and bounce our kill spell, so we have to respond with another kill spell. So Bloodchief's Thirst on Hullbreaker Horror. They cast Fading Hope. We respond with Soul Shatter. Then we Sedgemoor Witch. This game is nuts! Wow. It is really complicated too. I mean, they've got 37 cards in their graveyard and 13 in library. We only have 30 cards in our library. What? They're 27 cards ahead of us and we beat them. Grixis Control grinds it out. Those instant speed removal spells coupled with the sorcery speed ones were just enough to take out the Hullbreaker Horror. We outground Izzet when they were 17 cards deeper in their deck than us. Whew. Damn. Well, I was going to play more matches, but man, that last game took forever. That was a really complex game, and we pulled it out. I mean, Leer was an all-star there, but really, what ended up winning that game for us was the combination of Bloodchief's Thirst and Necrotic Fumes, plus instant speed Soul Shatter. And we only have one copy of Soul Shatter in our deck, but it was the copy that mattered in that match so much. I mean, we wouldn't have been able to take out Hullbreaker Horror without instant speed removal. And we killed 2 Hullbreakers with the same Soul Shatter. That was awesome. Well, if you want to build this deck yourself, I've got the deck list in the description. Until next time, fist bump, high five, take it easy.